Hi, I'm Dr. Danzy. Dr. Danzy, good to meet you twice.
How's it going?
How you doing?
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you. There you go. Get that handshake in, huh? There you go. Yeah, come on, it's up, Dan. There.
Oh, that's how long
My name is Brooke. I'm going to be going over all of your sedation stuff, and I'll be starting your IV food. Okay. First things first, anything to eat or drink this morning?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Perfect. The reason we asked that question is just in case you happen to get sick from the anesthesia. If there's any food in your stomach and you're laying on your back and you happen to throw that up, it can be really, really dangerous. The next thing is just if there's any health concerns in general that we need to be aware of for today.
Nope.
Nothing you can think of. Okay. Any known allergies to anything, medication-wise? Nothing like that, right?
No, no allergies.
Okay. So what we do in a demo setting is what we call semi-conscious sedation, okay? Just meaning we don't take you as deep as a hospital would take you because we're in a whole different place, okay? It means you're in like a light sleep, in and out of it a little bit, okay? If we need you to wake up, we'll tap you on the shoulder like this a little bit. You'll probably open your eyes and look around, okay? The good thing about this though is the amnesic effect is super great. You probably won't remember looking around even if you do, okay? What we look for is a state of comfort. So at any point while we're working, if you're feeling like you're nervous or you're uncomfortable in any way, give me a thumbs up like this, okay? That lets me know that you need to be a little bit more sleep.
Also on the laughing gas, if you start feeling sick at all during surgery a little bit, then let us know and we can change the setting so you don't feel sick, okay? And usually numb for about 1 to 3 hours after surgery. If you want to be numb longer because you don't like pain, I can have you numb 6 to 8 hours if you want. The tooth, when we take it out, there's like an iconic abscess around your root right now. So when we go, I would take it out and then we clean it out so it's right to solid bone so we don't leave any of that junk in there. So we'll just take this out, this come out really nice, and then we'll scrape all that tissue out so it's all clean and nice. And then we'll put your bone graft in and we'll do the same on this one, remove the tooth, scrape that out. So they call it curettage, we curettage that out, and then we just fill it full of bone to where it's just a little bit more than level. And then we put a little membrane over top of it so the bone doesn't fall out, because it's like sawdust.
Yeah.
The bone grafts, when we take either cow bone, we call it bovine, or cow bone, or we use human freeze-dried bone, like sawdust, and we put it down in the hole and it helps to remineralize it so that it can heal a little nicer. You might have little pieces of like sawdust stuff coming out of your mouth occasionally. Don't try to dig it out. If it falls out, it's fine. That's little pieces of bone graft that works its way out. But if we do a nice clean extraction, then I like natural bone whenever I can. A lot of doctors like the bone graft and I do it when we need to. So otherwise, if we have good walls on each side, I like to do them naturally because your own bone is my favorite bone. There'll be stitches up there. We want you to baby the stitches and don't play with them too much with your tongue because it makes them come loose. If we have somebody that smokes very much, then the membrane gets really paper thin. And when we go in there to do a graft later on, then it rips and tears. It never heals completely, even though they smoked 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It just doesn't ever repair away. That bone takes about, usually like about 4 to 6 months for it to get solidified. I usually like to go somewhere between that range. Those are probably like 5 to 6 months is what I think. Okay, and then when if the implant's put in, then you end up waiting for another 4 to 6 months before you go in and put the crown on. There is a sinus up above, so once in a great while we have to deal with the sinus, but that's pretty rare. But I'm telling you all the worst stuff, okay? But most likely you'll be in and out in about 5-10 minutes. Well, probably about 10 minutes. When you're all done, you'll just be going, yeah. Okay. Okay, if you do cold packs on it, okay, like frozen peas or something like that, then you only do that for about 4 to 6 hours. I don't want you going like longer than 8. 8 is like more than enough. 4 to 6 is more recommended. If you have a bad knee and you do surgery on your knee, they go 2 or 3 days on ice. It's a different situation than trying to keep that joint capsule from expanding and swelling. This situation, 4 to 6 hours and we're done. Because we want the body to kick in and have a little inflammation because that helps the healing process get going quickly. Okay? The bone's a softer bone on the top, and the food doesn't go uphill. So on upper teeth, there's a little syringe you'll have in your go-home bag to wash it out with, and you don't wash out the top ones. You just leave it alone. Go home and relax, eat some good food, and keep your head higher than your heart. Don't lay down flat in bed. If you lay down flat, it'll throb you. So stay up a little bit, just for the first like 10 hours or 12 hours, okay? And then tomorrow, I want light exercise tomorrow. Go play a little soccer. You got kids? So go play with your kids and have some fun, okay? So I want you to chew gum, and that will help help with the swelling and stuff too, because it gets the blood pumping. It's like when you get a shot in the arm, when you do, you move your arm and you rub it and you mess around with it. It's good for it. If your legs are stiff from walking too far, or running too far one day, the next day you walk and stretch it out. Same thing here, it's therapy. Chewing gum is very helpful. Either side you want. I just want the muscles to move. And then if you do develop a lump or swelling, I want you to play with it. Okay, today is just pressure, or cold pressure, or just pressure. Pressure is more important than the cold, I feel. Okay, and then tomorrow you can play with that bump and mess with it. It's good for you. It's very helpful. So you're gonna have some gauze that goes in there when we're done. The surgery will put a piece of gauze in your mouth, and you'll be biting on that gauze to help stop the bleeding. Okay, because the hole, we can't close it in. We leave the hole in its natural position. We don't try to close it because the close are cheating. So the hole's just right there, and we take a piece of gauze, like this is the hole. Don't put the gauze in the hole like this. It's really bad. It grows into that hole and gets fibers in there. The gauze goes like this on top of it. Okay? The string hanging out is just so if you start to choke or you're talking and you forget, you go, oh, I can't breathe. And you grab the string and pull it out. Safety. Okay? And I do know if, yeah, so remember the string, it looks kind of funny. They might tease you, but it saves lives. Today, the soft foods today, and then tomorrow normal foods, but on the other side.
On the other side.
Yeah, on the
Soft
other
foods like Jello,
Yes.
mashed potatoes, stuff like that.
Mashed potatoes and gravy, anything you think soft, we go ahead and eat. Then the one food you want to avoid, like a passion, is popcorn. Okay, so don't get that in there. Sunflower seed shells, usually common sense. Raw vegetables, stuff like that, but on the top, it's never as bad as the bottom. If you don't drink, then one thing people forget is the Listerine. Listerine is loaded with alcohol, the mouthwash Listerine.
Okay.
So don't use any Listerine mouthwash. It can burn the tissue and cause damage. Stay away from it.
Oh, okay, alright. So no
Okay,
Listerine.
and don't use exceptionally hot water, like really hot coffee, hot chocolate, hot soups. That's kind of hard on you. Yeah, you can have warm food, but don't go excessively hot.
What mouthwash would you recommend
Just
using?
plain water
Don't even
and
use
salt water. Salt water or plain water, yes.
Don't even use
Don't use mouthwash, because that will burn that tissue.
Okay. I won't do
Okay.
that.
There's a little bag, there's a paper inside of it. The paper has everything that you watched on the video already. So if there's anything you need to refer to the paper. Because it's the weekend, you have Dr. Daly's home phone number to the bottom. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can call. Should be around, I think. Should be around. I don't know for sure, but let's say if you leave a message, we'll get back to you. Okay?
Are you good with antibiotics?
Yes.
No allergies that you're aware of? Okay, if you develop an allergy, which it can happen at any time in life, then if you get rashes or hives or something like that, then stop taking it, take some Benadryl. But the antibiotics are important because it takes away infection. Infection causes pain. And then also, if you do like the ibuprofen, that'll shut down the inflammation. It's an anti-inflammatory. And if you take the Tylenol, which is acetaminophen, then that works right on the nerve synapse. And so that's kind of where we're at with that one. And if you do the antihistamine, that helps you relax, helps you get a little bit sleepy.
Don't take
And
it at
also,
night. I'll take it at
take it
night.
anytime you're hurting bad, but don't do it when you're gonna drive. So if you got some probiotics, take those at 1 hour after the antibiotic. Don't take them together. Wait for 1 hour, then take the probiotic. If you take them together, the antibiotic kills all the good stuff in the probiotic. Because the probiotic's good bacteria. You're putting back in, so it just kills it all and it doesn't do any good. So wait for 1 hour so the antibiotic's ahead of it, then replenish with the probiotic. Oh, the antibiotics, I like to do them 2 days past symptoms. So when the swelling is gone and you think, oh, there's no more swelling and the pain's gone, then you go 2 days beyond that point and then you can put your antibiotics. So my average patient is on them between about 5 to 10 days.
Okay, we'll bring you back. You're welcome to come back when we start the IV if you want, and then we'll bring you back out here